Hello friends, happy Monday. My name is Ray with Dizzy Designer. Right, today is Monday. Okay, it's Monday. I am here for my final scheduled live for 2022. I don't know if I'll be live again. And I have, I'm trying to tip you guys down where I can see, but still have you guys good. I have got some ornaments here that I have cut out, some wood sliced animal ornaments that I just haven't painted yet, so I figured I'd paint those live with you guys tonight. Hello, Cheryl. Just peeling off my dried paint from my paint palette. I love to do that. Hi, Karen. Look at all my paint here. I pile it up here and then I eventually will throw it away. Okay, so I've just got a bunch of different animals that are here randomly still, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with my little highland cow because I think cows are adorable. Let me, okay, you guys can see this, correct? I think from what I see that you guys can see it, but I can still see the comments. So I'm gonna leave it like this unless you guys tell me otherwise. I grabbed out a bunch of different like browns and tans. Let me just put some of them on my tray here. Got a nutmeg brown, sprinkled chocolate or chocolate, what is this? Melted chocolate, ooh, that's melted chocolate. Here is a classic caramel. And then I also have a warm buff, which I think is gonna be too light. I think that's like a cream, so I'm not gonna even put that on my plate yet. We'll see if we need it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my little cow apart here. Just get little 3D pieces. It's like a little puzzle. See, all the pieces come right apart. Hello, hey Tracy. All right, so a lot of this is just gonna be covered up. But what I'm gonna do kick myself in the butt because I haven't been rinsing my brushes. That's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. I'm gonna get out a brush here and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my lightest color, which I believe was the classic caramel. And I'm just gonna paint the parts that I know are gonna be seen for now. And you can totally use the sponges like I normally do for this part. I will use sponges at some point during this, I'm sure, but right now I'm just using the brushes. And I did link the kits too, if anybody's interested. They probably will not make it to you by Christmas at this point, I can't guarantee that, but if you wanted this kit to paint for next year, they're available. Hello, Tony. Okay, so we've got this part done. And then, let's see here, it's hard to figure out exactly what's gonna be covered. I think most of that's still gonna be covered. I'm gonna go into my, I think I'm gonna go into the chocolate, the melted, what was it? Melted chocolate. And I'm gonna do this part in melted chocolate. And it does have a little line there, an etched line, so I'm just trying to stay on that line and not go over. I think that's all that's gonna be seen. From this back layer, so I'm not going to worry about painting the whole thing. Actually, good. A little tiny bit more here. Okay, so that's what we're starting with. Doesn't look like anything much yet, but it will when we're all done with it. So then my next layer is going to be this part here, which fits together like a puzzle piece. If I can get it back together. That's the problem sometimes with these wood cutouts. They don't always fit right back in place easily. There we go. And I believe that this is all basically going to be the same color. So I'm just going to go on here with that light color again. Paint the whole, oops, I want a sponge for this part. Paint the whole little guy that lighter color. You don't have to keep yours together at this point if you don't want to. I just like to kind of put it together as I'm painting so that I know what parts I'm on where I need my paint colors to go. All right, so there's our little cow. And he's gonna fit on top of here. And then we'll have pieces all around him. He is not anywhere near done yet. Hello, Karen. Let's get out a tiny little bit of this pink for his little nose area. I'm gonna use a sponge for that as well. I'm just gonna dab this on. And I might do a second coat to make it a little bit darker, but I might not. It just depends when it's all finished how I like it. I don't want it to be too bright. I want him to look kind of realistic. So now we've got the little holes, I guess, in his nose. Let me see if I have a paint open already. Here we go. Hello, Tina. How are you doing? Just need a dab on these little parts, the inserts for his nose. And I think I just grabbed pavement. Yeah, it is. So it's a really dark gray, almost black, not quite black. And I just grabbed that because it was what I had sitting here open that was close to black. Okay, so these pieces will go together and they'll sit on top of him over here. Now this part is going to be his hair, and I'm going to go ahead and do that same darker color that we did on the other parts of his hair on the very bottom layer. And if you notice, I kind of go in the same direction, the same kind of flow that the hair would have if it was just hanging in the wind. So my brush strokes aren't all going one direction because this is supposed to look like hair. So I've got it going in the direction of all the pieces. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see my brush strokes from there. All right, same thing I'm gonna do on the edges of this is gonna be the same color. Do I wanna use the same sponge? I'm gonna use my brush just because I've already got that in this color. And then we get to put our little cow together. Oh, you know what? I didn't do his eyeball yet. Let's do that real quick. I'm gonna do that in black as well. And while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna do another little coat of the pink for his nose. So now I think we can put them together. He's not completely dry, I don't think, but let me grab my glue here. Maybe, if I know where it is. I have an open one somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here it is, here it is. Hello, Janice. Okay. So then, I always have a hard time spinning it around, figuring out which way it goes. There we go. And this hairpiece will go on top of here. This little eyeball will go in here. And then we can give him some cute details. I can give him little hairlines and whatnot. Some highlights, all the fun things. Let me show you him real quick. There he is, just simply painted. Nothing special on him right now. There's no details. Hi, Sandra. Hello, Ruby. So I am going to go ahead and try to glue down the pieces real quick. And I'm being kind of lazy about it, trying not to pull everything back apart just because they are hard to get. It's hard to get them lined back up. Throwing them on here. Oh no, my eyeball. That's what I get for trying to be lazy. It's not lining up right. Oh no. There we go. Whew, I fixed it before it dried. I was worried it was going to get stuck. I'm just gonna stick some glue. Where's hairpiece is gonna go here. Actually, I think I stuck glue where it didn't need to go. Did dirt it. It's all right, I just kind of clean it up like that. Okay, so there's our little cow. I'm gonna set him off to the side for now. We'll go on to our next little animal, but I'm gonna come back and give him some details in just a second. so the next one, let's see, I got all these different ones over here. Hey Vicky, I'm out of water. Let's see, I'm gonna do the zebra next. So I got a cute little zebra here. I'm gonna need some white. There we go. And as you see, most of this is going to be in the background. You're not going to see it. Thank you. So let's do, I'm gonna do like this medium brown, which is a nutmeg, and I'm gonna do that, excuse me, around his ears here. And I actually could do this in black too. I might change it. We'll see. I kind of like to do them all kind of the same colors so that they go together. All right, I'm gonna get some of the pink out. See if this brush will work because it's pretty crusty, not very well taken care of. I need to take better care of my brushes. Okay. I've already painted a ton of these. My mom saw them and fell in love and wanted her trees done with them, so I have a ton of them just sitting here waiting to get painted for her. All right, and then let's go ahead and, whoops, a little zebra's face. It's gonna go together like this, so let's get out some white on our plate. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Kristen. I need a sponge for white. All right, and then we're gonna have our little stripes. So these pieces are gonna come out, they're gonna be our darker color. Here's where we're gonna have white. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint the entire part white. It's not all gonna show up. We're gonna have parts that go over top of it. But instead of trying to figure out exactly where to paint and not paint, I'm just gonna cover it all. And white, for me, always needs a second coat. So we're just gonna throw this down and let it sit a second. And then I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna use my black, well, my pavement, for my stripes for my zebra. Hey, Amy. Wondered if they were ornaments. Yes, they are ornaments. Yep. Hi, Diane. Nope, this is on my business page. This is not the club. The club kit will paint together on Saturday. Sorry, not Saturday, Sunday. We'll paint that on Sunday. All right. Then I'm gonna switch over here and I'm gonna go to my darker brown. I'm just kind of adding in a bunch of different colors for this zebra, and I don't know if I'll like it or not. We'll see when it gets done here. We did have some ornaments like this for our kit last month in the club, Diane, but these ones are different than what than what you guys got. All right. I've got his cute little nose. I'm gonna do in pink. Here it is. Okay. Let's see, we got eyeballs to do, got the little nose inserts to do, and then we got to redo this white part. Let's do that. Hey Matt, I'm doing good. How are you? Hi Kelly. See the difference on a second coat of white? It just makes a huge difference. I don't usually do more than 2. Sometimes I'll do 3 coats depending on what I'm working on. But that second coat just makes a huge difference. Okay, so, oops, I gotta figure out which way these go in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do his nose and eyes real quick. You guys can decorate these, like spruce them up with, gosh, why can't I think, ribbon. Ribbons could be super cute on these, or like the little pom-poms and things. So you could make them super, super cute or super simple, however you want. You could do them all one color theme. You could do them all different. There's, I think that I cut like 9 different kits. I don't think I have that many on the website. I ended up falling behind and not getting them all listed, but it's all right. There's always next year. We'll get more listed next year. There's like 4 or 5 different kits to pick from on the website though. And I do think that I have it, there's a discount code if you buy, I don't remember what it is. If you buy more, save more, basically. Alright, I just ran a second coat of the pink over his ears real quick. And then we're just gonna put them together. See if we can get this one to line up right. I don't know why I have such a hard time with this. Anybody else get these kits and have a hard time lining them up? After they're taken apart, I'm like, eh. And then there is the possibility that I painted it backwards too. That's always possible. Hello, Verlin. All right, so we're just gonna try and put it together like this. See if I can get it to fit on here this way. There we go, yes, yay, it worked. Same with this one. I'll show you what he looks like, but we will come back and put our details on here in a little bit. I think it turned out cute this way. I wasn't sure with the brown around it, but then it kind of ties it into the other ornament, so it's not all black. So I think he's adorable. I do, however, need to fix this up here to match, because I didn't paint where the string would go. There we go. So we'll put him off to the side a minute. And then, should we go back to our cow and do our details on our cow? Let's do that. Let me see if I have a marker up here. I'm still trying to get water out of here and there is none. Okay, I do not. Let me see if I have an itty bitty brush. So what I'm gonna do is go in here. Thank you. Let me see if I can find, these should have been painted different too. I don't know if I can do it now. I'm just using my medium brown color and I'm gonna try to paint the hair that's on his face. Just to give him some more dimension and not make him look so flat. I don't want him to look like a cartoon. It would have definitely been easier if I would have painted this part before I put him together, but I was not thinking. It's gonna bring him to life though, I think, to have these details done. So we're just gonna take our time and do it. It's funny, when I was gluing it together, I kind of was sitting there thinking, why are there so many lines on his face? I wasn't thinking that should have been another layer of hair painted. Do you see what I mean? That layer underneath there of hair. Hello, Carla. Right, just going around his eyeball here. And then I'm gonna go into the top layer of his hair that we already did. I'm gonna put some white, and I'll put some of this lighter color in there just to make it look more like hair instead of a flat piece on top of his head. All right, now let me see this part here. I think with the wood slice lines in here plus the hair lines, it's kind of hard to tell which is which. But I think I got it colored right here. So you guys will have to let me know, what are you looking forward to after Christmas is done as far as crafts and decor? Are you jumping right into Valentine's stuff, or do you want more winter themed things? I have not got my January designs yet, so I'm not sure what to go with. So let me know what you're looking for. I see a lot of Valentine's stuff out there, so I'm assuming that's going to be probably what we go into next, but maybe some people want just some generic type of winter theme for a while. Okay, now he looks so much better. So he's got that layer of hair. Winter, all right. All right, and what I'm gonna do now is just kind of go up here and throw on some different, I guess, strands of hair into the big chunk of hair, this little toupee on his head. So can you guys see that? I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add some white as well in a few places, not too many spots, just to kind of make it look like his hair is flowing in the wind. There we go. I think that is going to be enough on him though, but I'm going to go in and give him a little highlight on his eyeball. Thank you so much. Same thing with his little nose here. Going to give a highlight on his nose. Maybe a highlight on his ears here. I just feel like sometimes the highlights and the lowlights and all of that on here just kind of bring it to life. So there we have it. I might do a few on us down here too though. Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. What about that? Does that look better? And maybe some over here on the sides too, so it looks more like hair. I feel like that's kind of hard to tell that that's what that is. I think I'm done messing with them now. What do you guys think? You like them? Hi, Rachel. Hello, Tammy. All right, and then we can go back over here to our little zebra. What time are we at? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I think I've got 20 minutes left. I was thinking I was done here in just a few minutes. I'm like, holy cow, this went fast. So let's glue this one down. We'll do our details on this, and I think we should be able to get at least one more ornament done tonight while we're live. It's gonna give me trouble on this one too. There we go. I don't think this little guy's gonna take as many details as the other. It's our little cow, because he had the hair, so I think this one will be easier, quicker. Go ahead and give some highlights on the eyes. Nose. Maybe a spot or two in the ears, and I think that's going to be it for this one. So there's that one. What do you guys think? Thank you. Hello, Deborah. So we got our cow and our zebra so far. Let's set him off to the side. Let me see, which one do I want to paint next? Let's do, what is this, a llama? Oh wait, we got a sloth. I don't know if the sloth will be as fun as the llama, but I like sloths. Let's do our little sloth real quick. He's gonna be probably easy. We're gonna go ahead and do our dark brown around the edges, and he's not gonna have a whole bunch sticking out. Most of this is gonna be under that top layer, so that's really all that we need there. Go ahead and do the same dark brown around the edge for this piece. I don't think he's going to take a whole lot of detail either. We might be able to get 2 more ornaments done. Okay, so I'm going to take his little face apart here, and oops. This little piece I'm going to do in my lightest color. Which do I still have? I don't think I have a sponge for it, so I'm just going to kind of mix it. And this one was the classic caramel color. And then we're going to go ahead and do our medium color for the next piece here, which is going to be all, yes, all of this piece. So on him, I used all 3 of the different brown colors, the classic caramel, the nutmeg brown, and what was the other one? Chocolate, melted chocolate. So all 3 colors on him. Gosh, he's a hard one to get back together. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and give him his eyes and nose. And I'll get a few details, but he's not going to need a whole bunch of details. So there we have it. I'm going to come back and do some details in a minute, and actually this part could be lighter even. Maybe the warm buff would have been a better choice, so I might come back through and do warm buff on his face. Let's try that actually. Just so there's more of a difference. I don't feel like there's a huge difference on him right now. I'm just going to go right over top of the color that I've already got on there. There we go. I think this will make a bigger difference. To touch up some of those pieces. I squeezed them in there as paint kind of scattered, but I do think that makes a difference. So that is our little sloth. He looks way better. He'll get some details. I'll clean up his edges. Let's do our llama, right? Is that what this is? I think it's a llama. Yeah, I think so too. It looks a lot better. Looks like it's way more of a difference now. So for our llama, we're going to use quite a bit of white. And most of this, again, is going to be covered up by that secondary piece, the top part. So I'm just going to do his ears and the little hanger piece, which you may or may not see. And then on this, we're going to go ahead and do the whole inside on white. I think I've got like a mixture of 2 or 3 kits here, guys. So if you're looking for the exact ones that I'm painting, you might have to buy more than 1 kit to get the exact combination that I have here. I don't remember if they all were in 1 kit or not. I've got a couple of them sitting here, so. All right, first coat done there. Let's do our second coat over here. Do that again in just a second. Whoops, what am I doing? Here we go, on our pink for our little nose. She's gonna be a cute little girl. Hello, Amanda. I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit more pink on my plate here. So there we go with that part. And have our little eyes done. And I think the details will be what makes her pop too. Okay, let's do our darkest brown on our edge here. I actually have some of the black mixed in with it because it's just still on my sponge, but I feel like it kind of blends all the pieces together to have brown in all of them if we can. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna need a 3rd coat on this part. Which means I probably want to do a 3rd coat on the background of her too, just to make sure that the whites match. You guys hear my fun dogs upstairs barking? Okay. See if we can line this up. Hold on. So we've got this spot that has 2 parts, so it goes right here. I think these wood slice are super cute, but they can be so frustrating if you can't figure out where they go. Okay, so here she is, just plain Jane. Nothing special yet, but we're not done with her. Let's go over here back to our sloth. We have got about 10 minutes left to finish up. I'll go ahead and glue down the top part to our sloth. Glue his eyeballs and all that good stuff, and then we'll get some details on him. If you guys are new to me, I typically go live once a week and do something like this, something similar. So give me a follow if you like this kind of stuff. This is probably my last live for the year. Mostly chalk paint or acrylic, mostly acrylic. Every once in a while I do use some chalk paint, especially white. I like to use the chalk paint, but for the most part I use acrylics. All right, let's go in here. Oops. I forgot his eyeball. I just glued it down so he's not completely dry yet, and I just kind of smudged him. There we go. And you guys, when I first started, I started with the apple barrel paints, and I thought they were good enough. And then I was watching everybody online, and everybody online was pushing like Deco Art and different paints, and I switched to those. And I don't think they're any better, to be completely honest. Some people swear by the other paints. I think these are just fine. And so I use 99% of my paints are apple barrel. And when I do use the chalk paint, it is the Waverly that you can get at Walmart right next to the apple barrels. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at him. Our little sloth. I don't like that I kind of messed up his... He's got a little spot over here that I'll have to touch up, but he doesn't really need too many details. I think he's good how he is. I don't think I can really do too much different to him. Do you go live other than just CRT? Yes, I go live on my page, yep. All right, let's see here. So then we've got our llama. And let's try to stick it back together the right way so I don't have to struggle in front of you guys. So it's got to be like just perfect there where it won't fit in there. Here we go. Stick our little mouthpiece on here, our nose. Thank you, thank you. Let me pull you guys back up over here. Trying to keep it up on the computer as well, just to make sure. Sometimes the comments don't always come through on the phone, so. I like to keep an eye in both places. So here we go. There's our little llama with no details, but we're gonna give her some pretty little details. So we're gonna make her little eyes pop. If I can hold it still and not make a mess. And we're gonna go over here and do the same thing. I'm gonna give her a few little spots on her nose. What do you guys think? I think that's all she's gonna need too. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Look at all these brushes, they're not washed. I just keep sticking dirty brushes in here and never washing them. It's not a good habit. Do not do that with your brushes. So let me show you guys everything that we did again tonight, in case you're just hopping on. You know if you want to go back and watch the replay. I feel like maybe I should do something to the ears. I don't know. This one needs a bow or something, just something. Just a little something, something. All right, so we got our little highland cow. Isn't he adorable? Got our zebra. Our little sloth. And then our llama. So what I'm gonna do is just take some like jute string here. Let me see what I got. Just some string, simple string, nothing fancy. I'll show you how I do them. Like I said, they'd be cute. You could put beads on them. I get cute beads off of Amazon, like buffalo plaid beads and different kind, like colorful Christmas beads. You could dress them up with just beads. You could put some bows on them. This is seriously how simple I do mine. I literally just tie it in a knot at the top and leave it like this. Him, I don't think he needs anything extra. Some beads might be cute on this one, but like these ones that are a little bit more plain, they would be super cute with some bows on them. And you could do that super easy as well. Thank you guys. We got just a few more minutes before the next presenter is live. So I'm gonna try and hang out with you guys until then, answer any questions you might have, and just kind of finish putting these guys together. My mom's gonna be so excited. She wanted all these on her tree and I was running out of time. I think she's only got, I think I gave her 3 sets already. So she needs more. She's got like 5 trees. Hey Dawn, welcome. So excited to have you here. Let's see if we have a second. I might see about making a tiny quick bow for you guys. Oops, I feel like this one got way too long. Cut that down. Here we go. So seriously, just simple string, nothing fancy, but you could do ribbons for your string as well. Let's see what I got here. I don't do a whole lot with ribbons, so I don't really have too much on here. Thank you, you as well, Tony. Maybe just some simple, like gold would be cute on this little girl. Get myself a few pieces of gold. What else do I got? Got some white. I just do like a fake bow. They're not even real bows, guys. Some red. This is more burgundy. I don't really care about this one. Let's see, gold, white. I guess we're going with this burgundy. It's not my favorite, but we're gonna throw it in here just because I don't have any other pieces, any other colors that are small. So I'm just gonna put these together like this. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Thank you. Tip you guys back down so you can see. And I probably cut these way too wide. I definitely cut these way too wide. But I kind of just layer them in an X, like so. And you can kind of alternate your colors if you want to. Just lay them down on top of each other. And then I take another little piece of my string. I'm going to tie it around the middle to make my bow complete. Where are we at for time? 4 more minutes. We're running low, but I think I can do it. And you're just gonna, I like to pull that as tight as I can and double knot it. And then you're gonna trim it all up, but see, it literally, it's just a messy thing. It's not even really a real bow. It's just fun. I'll trim off the excess of the string there. Hopefully I tied it tight enough and it doesn't come undone, because I do that sometimes. And then what I do next is just kind of go through and trim up, kind of cut my ribbons on different angles and just make it look fancy and fun. Oh, that's not cutting very good. See that side? It just makes it look more fun. This was just kind of messy on this side. Oops. I accidentally cut it again and I didn't mean to do that. And then what I would do is get some glue again. I'm just gonna stick it right up here at the top of her head. And this might not turn out cute, who knows? It's not the colors probably that I would love to use if I was actually, if I had planned it, I would have planned to have better ribbon, to be honest, but this works just fine. And then you just kind of scrunch it up, kind of give it some life. And there you go. Now she's got a cute little bow. She's a little bit more decorative. You could stick a bead on there. You could do anything. I mean, there's so much you could do with this. But I'll show you them again real quick. Cute little cow and our sloth. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I probably won't see you guys live again until next year. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. If you're new to me, give me a follow and I will see you guys all soon. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.